side. Howard's going to be on the red side, and Cardinal has that 1-game advantage. So basically, Howard is going in there with their backs against the wall. Every game's an elimination game for them, and the Cardinals are just looking to secure this grand finals victory.
Yep. Potentially one map away. Would be emphatic fashion to do it in, having earned that win already.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see if we're going to see the same Howard that we did see in game 3 of their, their only game series that they had before. And we're going to see Cardinals roll on to another victory. And we see a slow start from the Kazakhs coming out of base for Howard right now. So it looks like he's going to be going towards the red side.
Yep. Everyone posting up quite far forward, waiting for an invade perhaps. Nothing gonna happen though. It's all very, very calm. It's all quiet on the Western Front, as I was corrected on my usage of that phrase earlier.
Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna get a standard boring start. There's gonna be no fights in the jungle early, but we might see an early gank on depending on the lane.
Red buff taken by the Hecarim, blue buff by the no, also the red buff, sorry. By the Kazakhs. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Took a little bit of a time there. I like Xayah and Rakan as a duo. It's a very active bot lane. Lots of mobility, lots of poke. It's fun to play. I feel like both roles.
There's going to be a whole lot of synchronization.
Yeah. And look at this Maud. Ooh, going in. And a couple of big swings onto the GP.
Yeah. Gangplank is going to have a hard time if he does get behind of this Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser only needs that 3 autos attacks and basically is going to start doing some AoE. It looks like we're going to have an all-in fight in that top lane. Ooh. Brace escapes with his life. And they're both incredibly low. No summoner spells burnt. But we also do have to remember that Gangplank will have his oranges soon.
Yep, that's pretty important. It does give him something of a lifeline here, as Maud will miss that spell. And yeah, GP poking out, using the range advantage to great effect.
Yeah, he will be able to, and if people don't know what Gangplank's oranges does, he actually is able to get rid of 1 CC and gain a little bit of health and keep going.
Okay, here comes Hecarim.
This is going to probably be a big first blood on the side of the Cardinals.
I would imagine so, and there it is, 400 gold onto that Hecarim, who can be a very scary champion, very fast, of course, and you've got to play very well to avoid a Hecarim gank.
Yeah, it's looking like we're gonna might be possibly seeing a trade with the Hecarim falling asleep there. And just to tick away, and the Zoe's gonna pick up that kill on that Hecarim.
Ah, a good character to get that kill on. Zoe can snowball. Huge burst potential. Look at that. Galio, meanwhile, defending his Jinx and doing a good job of it.
Yeah, it's looking like we're going to see a nice little trades back and forth. We're going to see they're both at 6k gold, so it's going to be an even early game right now. So I'm looking to see where the advantages come out. So looking at the maps right now, well, let me take a look at the creep score between both teams. It's looking like we're going to see a little bit of an advantage in the bot lane right now.
Yeah.
But I feel as though that Zyra Rakan combo is going to come out very well in the bot.
Yeah, I think so too. The Jinx, not able to find that much damage. And the Galio is nice and tanky, but apart from that, isn't as active. That's what I really like about the Zyra and the Rakan. They've both got, you know, passives and actives that allow them to move that little bit quicker. Up onto the Galio they go. And decent amount of damage, and you can see Kazakh's coming to threaten, and that may be enough to push the duo here for Cardinal off the creep wave.
Yeah, so it's looking like we're gonna see that little slight 100 gold lead over to Howard right now. So I'm interested to see if, well, excuse me, since we have that Galio back, is Howard gonna actually go all in on that Jinx to probably secure that kill. Jinx is playing a little safe, and now Jinx is gonna be back. So it's gonna be an interesting dynamic in the bot lane. We're gonna have a little staggered XP gain in terms of side of Cardinals right now, with both Howard bot lane members coming back. So Galio's going to get a little bit of the XP, and it looks like we do have the Shadow Realm coming out. Oh, nope, it was actually stopped by the Gangplank Oranges.
Certainly was, and now turning around with the Hecarim, damages down, but the Kazakhs making it a little bit scary for them.
The one thing I will say, when we're looking at the terms of CC on top of League, Gangplank's Oranges is one of the best CC removers in the game, if not the best one. Oh, looks like we're going to get that all in for Kazakhs, but he's able to get away.
Once again, the GP will live. Flashes used, the Jinx points it out, and the Hecarim here to actually take the farm as the GP TP's home.
So interesting, we had kills early, and now we've gone about 4 to 5 minutes without any kills actually coming out from any of the lanes. And we're looking at the Zoe in the mid lane, still out farming that Annie, but just a margin. And they're both at level 6, so I'm surprised we haven't seen it engage from either one. But Zoe's gonna be hopping around space and time right now, throwing out her Q. Oh, looks like we're gonna have a major encounter in the bot lane.
Yeah, and Jinx drops pretty low, but I think it should be safe. Galio now coming in with the stun. And it looks to be just a bit of a trade, neither having that lethal damage.
Look, there's going to be a giant gank from Hecarim onto that Mordekaiser.
Here it is. Hecarim does come in. Mord so far managing to tank through it, but dropping lower and lower and surely going to fall. It's GP that picks up the last hit. Meanwhile, though, for Howard, they're going to be taking this dragon very quickly indeed. No response from Cardinal.
They saw that Hecarim was in the top lane and knew they did not add any fear to take that dragon. So it's going to be a good trade on the side of Howard. 1 kill for a dragon, I would take that any day.
Yeah. I think I would agree. GP up top, going to be getting a plating, and I think probably a second one as well. Quite a boon for him.
Yeah, he is going to definitely get that second play because we do see that the teleport is down for Mordekaiser. Looks like it's going to be down for at least another minute and a half, but we just have a major engage in the bot lane.
Huge damage coming out. Galio, is he going to be able to get away? He will. But that is the death of the Jinx.
That was an amazing opening play by the Rakan and the Xayah in the bot lane, with the Kazakhs coming in for the actual help on the kill. Looks like we do got a kill onto the Xayah, so this is going to be a major advance for the Xayah lane. We see Jinx is down by 22 farm, down by a kill. We'll be down at least a level and a half to the Xayah right now because we see Jinx also does not have her ult.
Two for two, then a KG start. 14k apiece, basically nothing that separates them right now. And looking at the scoreline, Mordekaiser has fallen twice. GP's got 1 kill, Hecarim's got 1 kill, but no one champion really coming out and looking special just yet. Both the Xayah and the Zoe, though, currently going flawless with a kill each.
Yeah, it's looking like we have the gold spread around. It's not going to be like that Nocturne game we recently just saw, with all the gold going on to one champion.
Yeah. So I'm really liking this game for the Zoe the more and more I think about it. I think this is a good Zoe game.
Zoe's going to have a lot of free reign. She's going to be able to poke in because she has a lot of big bodies that are going to be in front of her. She can sit on the back line, ult, take her Q, give it the maximum amount of distance. Especially when you add on the Cosmic, you're going to see a lot of damage coming out from that Zoe.
Oh, here comes the Hecarim, though. The flash already out from the Zoe. Does manage to hit the stun, though. And so she is away to safety. Meanwhile, all the team coming up and down. It's 2 in the blink of an eye. Howard, they want to take us to a second map for sure.
Yeah, that was a big collapse. Come on, that was a great rotation in terms of Howard. But we do see that gold advantage now absolutely going up to a K on the side of Howard. And they're looking to actually capitalize on that. Zoe's now 2-0 with that 150 gold bounty. We did get that kill onto the Annie, so she's going to get a little bit of advantage when it comes to level and XP right now.
Maud doesn't find the GP in time. A little bit unfortunate there. Look at this Xayah Rakan go, just shredding the creep wave, pushing the spot lane as hard as they can.
They do, excuse me, they do have the lane advantage over the Jinx and the Galio. That one kill onto the Xayah gave her that extra gold for that extra damage over the Jinx right now. And like looking at the one thing we have not actually really talked about is look at the ward scores on the side for everyone. We see Jinx has both of her trinket wards still sitting at 2. Her ward score is 3. When we're looking at Xayah and Rakan both having 8 and 6 score respectively, the Jinx actually needs to start creating more vision for them in the bot lane. Look at this major team fight in the bot lane. We're gonna get that ult coming out on the Mordekaiser.
Oh. Maud not gonna get away. It's a double kill for the Hecarim.
As we were singing Howard's praise, we see what happens in that top lane. We're gonna get, ooh, it looks like we do have a pause coming through.
Ooh.
We're gonna have a DC.
You do hate to see it, but well, the best thing we can do is pause and wait for that player to come back, and hopefully they do.
So it's while we do have this brief pause, it's interesting to see how that we just had that instant gold swing from that. They literally took all that Rift Herald gold into that top lane, killed all the plates before the plates expired, grab it, and it looks like they're still pushing on the top lane. So I'm looking to see how that Hecarim could possibly capitalize, seeing that they have another 10 and 17 seconds respectively on the Mord and the Kha'Zix's timer. See if he could actually get a little bit of damage on that tier 2 tower.
Yeah, that would be quite impactful, wouldn't it? And just looking at the state of the board, we are about to get underway once again as the player has returned. And, well, that was a mercifully short break. So we will be unpausing very soon. Probably. They said they were ready. There we go, ready. There we go.
There we go. We're back in the game. So yeah, so it looks like Hecarim is going to take a little bit of farm in that top lane. It's just going to let the wave just push itself out. He's going to take his gold that he just got from his double and go ahead and return back to the base.
There we go.
So one thing I will take a look at is we see the breakdown of what's going on. 3-2 Hecarim, 1-1 Gangplank, 0-1 for the Jinx and the Annie. So I'm looking at those two, they're going to need to pick it up. They do have a lot of farm and to keep themselves into the game, even though they don't have any kills. So I'm looking to see how they're going to be transitioning in the mid game right now.
Zakrim's looking mighty scary at this point. The 3-2-1, but got the deaths out of the way early. Has been doing great ever since the Zoe. Sort of the counter on the other side though at 2-0-1.
Yeah, Hecarim was looking to probably gank the Zoe in the mid lane, but he did catch a vision ward in the bot. While moving over, so that kind of stopped that gang dead in his tracks.
The dragon falling quickly to Howard. No chance of a steal. And there we go. Once again, the objective's going the way of Howard, if not the fights.
Yeah, they're still only down about 300 gold. They have secured both dragons right now. It looks like we're going to have Cloud Drake, Ocean Drake as our main Drake for the game right now. So the health regen will go good onto that Hecarim or possibly onto that Mordekaiser into fights. Looks like we're going to have a major team fight down here at the bot lane, and we're going to have Hecarim coming running in. But will that Galio stay up?
Oh, no, the Kha'Zix is in, but the Jinx going to return, and here's the Hecarim going big. Xayah tries to go all in, but the turret surely making that too costly. And yeah, both Xayah and Rakan have to back away. The Kha'Zix was forfeit. Here comes Zoe. The body block, great from the Hecarim so far, but Jinx will fall. And now Rakan, Zoe, and Xayah able to push forward. No! There's the ult from Annie. Rakan's gonna fall, and it's turned horribly for Howard.
Yeah, everything has collapsed in on Howard right there. They're giving up real big kills right there. They're giving up a little bit of shutdown gold from that Zoe, but we still see that Hecarim now 4-2. And we're going to see another big kill.
Yeah, the GP that one felt pretty unnecessary to me, just overextending. Of course, it's been a long day for everybody involved. They've played a lot of League of Legends today. I wouldn't begrudge them a few misgivings here and there.
Yeah, that was just a solid misplay out of the gameplay. He should have been pushed in that far. But he does have to tell you, he can go to any lane he does want, or he can also save it. So now it looks like we're going to have that Rift Herald on the side of Cardinals trying to get pushed in on. They do have sight on it, and they know it is getting done right now, but looks like they aren't going to be able to secure it.
No. And, ooh, the Maud posturing actually doesn't quite find the mark, though, and so the Kha'Zix isn't able to capitalize. Xayah almost taking down the GP. Will take the turret.
Yeah, and we almost saw GP actually just take that unnecessary death underneath the tower. Xayah could have actually have chased under that and would have been perfectly fine. She could have stagnated her auto attacks while running after that GP and could have possibly have secured that kill. It looks like we're going to see Mordekaiser take Galio into the Shadow Realm.
Poor Galio.
Galio does survive the Shadow Realm. So it looks like we're going to see a trade between the Kha'Zix and the Jinx.
And I guess you like that for the side of Howard. Jungler for ADC, but I don't know. With the Kha'Zix as farmed as he was, maybe not. Okay, big engagement in the mid. Hecarim is just about going to live. And Annie picks up the kill onto the Rakan.
Yeah, and we got Giant Tibbers out in the field. The big bear, he does do whatever he wants. He does watch out for Annie. I would be worried about that bear. That stun is going to be huge when it comes to late game team fights.
Absolutely. GP a little bit low here and worried about the Zoe, who will connect, but the bombs come out from GP and the damage, oh, it's kind of even. That was shockingly close.
Yeah, what saved the Zoe in that team fight? Sorry, excuse me, in that fight was that ignite. That ignite came through and was absolutely pivotal in killing that gameplay because it helped stop the oranges, his scurvy. While that scurvy did get rid of that sleep, it will not get rid of all that ignite that's coming through. Looks like we're going to see a team fight coming through at the Dragon.
Looks like it. Hecarim going to charge on in, grabbed by the Mordekaiser though, and dropped very quickly. Shut down. Galio now trying to make space. Annie with the killing spree. Going to take down Rakan. Morto still going ham. Boney. And, well, going to be taking down the Big Bear too. It's a good trade thus far for Howard.
We do have to watch out on the Dragon Pit. We still do have a GP ult that can come through to secure that Dragon. It looks like that's not going to be good enough, but it looks like GP is going to catch himself, get taken out here, and Kha'Zix is going to be able to walk away.
Yeah, very casual, and for the first time in this game, we have a considerable lead for a team, and that is going to be Howard. Surrender of vote failed. Okay, I'm glad. Because you're winning. I know it's a meme. They're just joking around, but even so, it's a little bit scary if a few too many of them got in on the joke.
If we just saw that 4th kill come through and we were just like, Howard's like, we're done playing for the day. Here's hoping they just don't throw this.
Well.
Looks like we're going to have a big pick off of today's game.
And the Hecarim, I don't think is safe either. Slowed down, grabbed, and slain.
And this is looking like Baron for the side of Howard. They're marking their course for a game 3.
There we go then. Baron on his way out of here. That's going to be a huge advantage for Howard. They won their revenge. They lost in the winners bracket finals. But they are not out of this grand finals by any means, as they take a commanding lead. And it's going to be very, very difficult to come back here for the team. Oh, that hurt.
Now, we have seen Cardinals being the most consistent team of the day. If there's any team that can come back from a 4K deficit, it's them. And they just need to take a couple of smart fights. It looks like we do have Mordekaiser taking that Hecarim into the Shadow Realm. It looks like Hecarim is going to be trying to get away, but Hecarim is not going to be long for this world anymore. Back to the Shadow Realm with him.
There we go. The Zoe coming up huge, and things go from bad to worse for Cardinal.
Yeah, now we got to see the gold leaders at 8K. They're one dragon away from Dragon Soul. This is looking like we're going to a map 3.
Does seem to be the case. Gangplank is gonna live, but it's honestly pretty scary. They are making such small mistakes, but the punishment is so hard.
Yeah, it's big, small mistakes equal a big punishment on the side of Cardinals. Cardinals are gonna definitely need to turtle here if they want any chance of getting back into this game.
All right, we need to see some signs of life, I think, out of Cardinal. We need to see something special to bring this one back. Zoe and the Rakan. Okay, there's a DC. I was worried that was a... I was worried they might have, you know, left of their own accord. And that would not have been ideal.
Yeah, it looks like we got another DC. It looks like it might be possibly that Gangplank, because he is still at Summoner's base. But last time we had a DC, we were looking at Cardinals possibly rolling over, but now the game is actually just geared towards Howard right now. So it's looking like that. That Gangplank needs to be pivotal coming down the stretch to help out with that team. We see 8-1 from the Zoe, 6-3 from the Kazakhs, 3-3 from that Mordekaiser. But Mordekaiser has that X factor of taking someone out of the fight. If Gangplank is able to disrupt that ult and hopefully get that onto him, we might be seeing a different outcome here.
Well, we'll have to see what they can do. I mean, it's such an uphill battle right now, but maybe the Annie has some decent farm. The Hecarim was doing okay. Maybe they can piece something together, but I just feel the Jinx doesn't have that damage. GP doesn't have the damage at the moment. The Galio, I mean, what can he do really up against all of these farmed characters? It's a tough one. We'll have to see, though, as we will be unpausing, I would imagine, relatively soon. As we do have the GP reconnected.
He might be just trying to load in right now. Even though
League
of Legends is notorious for saying the person reconnected, but they're actually still at 10% on their load screen on their PC.
Here we go. Now we're jumping in.
Yeah, it looks like they possibly be getting back to the game any moment now.
Let's hope so. And this push that we're looking at here in the mid, I am not seeing a way out, really, at the moment for Cardinal. We'll have to see. But this Zoe, this Rakan, they're all so strong. Here we go. Zoe looking for any little bit of damage. Kazakh's going to go in on the Gangplank, dropping low himself. But the Gangplank flashes away. The ult as well is out there. Hecarim now over the wall, but dropping low and lower still. He's gone. Jinx almost trades out, but not quite enough. And that's a freebie.
They're definitely going to take that top turret as well down in the top lane for Howard. Yeah, this is looking very over. It looks like we are going to be going to a game 3, barring any actual throw. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Cardinals actually respond, possibly in the game 3, if it should go there.
Yeah, they're going to have to change something up, because this has actually been quite one-sided. Howard looking like the better team, looking like the more coordinated team, and the ones that are making use of the farm where they found it in the early game. GP has not had a good time. The Kazakhs is going to make that even worse, or maybe not. The outplay. And that is 800 gold going to that GP. They're still 8k behind, but that's a good start.
Yep, that's 800 gold that's actually really needed to get that gameplay back in the game. Like I said, barring any throws,
here we go.
Another 700 gold over to the GP.
This GP could be getting very big very soon. Rakan still trying to get out hot on their heels. So oh no. Okay, Zaya's found GP. Hecarim wasn't able to find the kill on the Galio, I don't think, but this fight, well, this fight's a mess. Mord dropping low. Zaya, though, probably on for a couple here, I would imagine, up against the Jinx. Just going to try and trade out now. There is the ult. Annie to full. Jinx to full. Double kill and the ace for Zaya.
Yeah, this is looking good for Howard Esports. Even though it turned out to be a really bad start of that team fight with the Kazakhs going down, but it ended up getting completely turned around. That Mordekaiser came through, with that clutch all onto the Galio, the Q. But looks like they are going to be able to slay the dragon. GP did try to prevent that soul from coming through. So it looks like we have a soul onto Howard, and we have Elder Drake coming up in 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is a beautiful position for Howard in every way at this point. All of their characters, save for Rakan, going positive. And yeah, they're just going to be feeling mighty confident, aren't they?
Yeah, this might be the first time we actually see Elder Drake taken on stream today. We've yet to see a single Elder Drake actually come through on either side in any game that we've seen today. So it's the first time we're going to probably see an Elder Drake in play in the next 5 minutes, barring ending before 30.
Well, the Hecarim can do very little but run away. It's a bit of a sorry state of affairs, really, if you're on the side of Cardinal. And you can see this is some quite measured play, coordinated play from Howard. They're crossing their T's and dotting their I's as they de-ward, set up for Baron. I think that's what they're going to be looking towards next.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pivotal to hopefully get that Baron over to the Cardinals if the Cardinals want to have any chance of hopefully getting a push and or possibly turning the tides of this game. If Howard's able to get that Baron, we're looking at the end of this match, and we're gonna be going to a game 3. It looks like they are gonna get that started, and looks like there's gonna be 0 contest on the side of Cardinals besides the Jinx rocket. That rocket's gonna come through and not hit anything.
There's the Baron.
Yeah, it's Baron, and all eyes for Howard is on that inhibitor, free inhibitor in the mid lane.
Here they go. We're going to be seeing them push down the mid as 5. This is the death push. Pushing in, grabbing the Galio almost instantly. He's gonna fall, and there's almost no resistance to this Xayah right now, whose damage is off the charts. Maud pushing forward, missing, but I'm not too sure if it matters. Hecarim just commits a tiny little bit, pays for it with his life. Jinx is gone. GP and Annie left. No, Annie. As the Kha'Zix makes this caster very incorrect. Zoe will give away her life, as will Kha'Zix, or Rakan, sorry. I'm not too sure if this is how you want to do things, but hey,
yeah,
you're still going to win.
VM here. It looks like we are going to be going to a map 3. Howard coming through with a commanding victory over Cardinals. Looking forward to that map 3 now. The real question is, how will Cardinals actually come back? They had that map advantage, and they...
Well, here we go. It's going to be one final game, and we are loaded in, and ready to go. What are we expecting? What are we worried about? What are we looking forward to? I tell you, I'm excited about this Nidalee. I want to see Tinoy go off.
Yeah, I'm looking at this mid matchup because we've seen this mid matchup, 4 out of 5 times today with this Orianna versus this Lucian on that Howard side. Howard does typically love to favor that Lucian in the mid lane. So I wonder how Orianna is going to actually respond in this game. Last time we saw an Orianna versus Lucian when these two teams matched up, we saw Lucian roll often in early game. So I'm wondering what's going to change here. But it looks like we're going to possibly see an invade on the side of Cardinals because they're all functioning at bottom. And the dredge line just missed that Caitlyn.
Yeah, very close indeed. And that wouldn't be how you want to start your third game of the grand finals, dropping that early. Luckily, it doesn't happen. And we will revert back to our normal defensive positions in the jungle. And nothing crazy to begin this one either.
Yeah, we've yet to see any opening picks this entire day. So everything is going to be playing the same. We're going to have a standard response. No invades. We've seen 0 invades on stream all day. So it's just going to be a standard typical response. We're going to see blue coming out on the side of Millie, who actually needs it. And then we're going to see red possibly coming out on the side of Hecarim. So the real question is, are we going to see any level 2 ganks? We still have yet to see that all day, but we already know that the
Oh,
mid lane Lucian is going to be super aggressive.
and he's looking suave with that skin, looking like a real heartbreaker. You love to see it.
I see what you did there. Happy Valentine's Day, even though we are dang near close to April Fool's Day.
We really are. It's okay. I don't have anyone in my life to do either Valentine's or April Fool's with.
Yeah, I feel that. I got my dog who made a nice little cameo. Who I finally got food today, and she saw it on the floor when I was trying to hide it from camera, and dug her face in there and stole a couple French fries. So
Fair play.
I looked at her. I was like, I'm angry, but you know, you got me. You saw the opportunity and you took it. So it looks like we're going to have a boring start, but it looks like we saw that Lucian's going to grab that deep ward on that blue side. So he's going to have knowledge when Hecarim actually goes up into the jungle to get his blue, so that way he knows the positioning of Hecarim. So he can play a little bit aggressively. Ooh, and we got that flip in from that Urgot. That's going to get Wukong super low.
Oh. Yeah, the Urgot. It's such a tricky champion to play against in my experience. Just can bully you so hard. Surprisingly quick as well, like, because he's this big, stonking, slow thing, but then actually he gets a beat on you, you've overextended, and then he just marches you down. It's scary stuff. This bot lane, sort of going as expected. Some good dodging there from the Jinx. Meanwhile, mid, Lucian getting the damage done as he has all day long.
Yeah, that Lucian's going to come out big against that Orianna. Orianna typically does not flow well against Lucian in lane, as we've seen previously before, without a little bit of jungler intervention, but it looks like we're not going to get any of that. As we see, Nidalee is actually invading inside of Hecarim's jungle to get a little bit of priority over there, and we might be seeing a gank in the top lane from that Nidalee.
Here we go then. The engagement. Rel looking for it. Doesn't get it though, and the Jinx fires back as good as she gets. Flash is used, so worthwhile. But not the kill.
That was a major use of the flash.
We'll see. Nidalee rotate a little bit. As Urgot marches Wukong down, they're just going to be trading the damage. Both thinks they're going to win, and well, the Wukong's correct, because Hecarim is there.
Ooh, we're going to see big damage onto that Orianna as well. So that's going to be an excellent first blood for that Wukong. Wukong is going to need all his help with that range that Urgot has. Urgot has that lot of burst damage, especially at early levels against melee tops. So just keep an eye out on that Urgot. Urgot can easily flip back that 1 kill advantage that Wukong has. And we're seeing this Nidalee's just counter jungling, but she's gonna pay the cost.
There we go. Rel should be able to get away. The Hecarim's here. He's going to be able to grab anyone in time. The Nautilus can't either.
Yeah, that was a big kill coming from that Nautilus and that Hecarim to get that counter jungling Nidalee. Now she's going to be put a little bit behind because she had to get through that respawn. So it looks like she's probably going to be staying in her jungle just for a little bit. And like I said, look at that in the top lane. We have the ults coming out. Urgot just went super low and almost got taken down.
Yep. Damage coming out from the Jinx now. With that AoE. Oh, some nice poking, but the Caitlyn fires back. Look at this push in the mid lane. It's the same story all day long. Lucian, he pushes and he pushes and he pushes and he gets lots of free damage. Then at the end, like, the Orianna still has an okay game.
But looks like
Italy getting low here.
We're gonna see this dragon fight here. Who's gonna be able to secure dragon with the smite? And it looks like we're gonna get it. Oh,
gonna be Hecarim. Nidalee drops as well. Caitlyn does manage to kill the Nort, and I think the Jinx will fall. And at the end of it, I don't know what to make of this.
that's a 2-for-0 on the side of Howard. 2 big kills going on to that Caitlyn, killing that Jinx, putting her behind in that farm. And we're gonna see Caitlyn and Rel get up to level 6 before Jinx and Nautilus. So in this case, not worth. Even though they did secure the dragon on the side of Cardinals, but we're looking at a 2-0 Caitlyn right now at 7 minutes and 25 seconds. She's gonna get a major power spike as she backs right now. Let's see what she picks up. Yep, she picks up the Noon Quiver, a pickaxe, and her boots. So she's going to have that mobility. She's going to have that attack speed and that damage, and including that extra physical damage she'll get on minions. So she'll be able to push the wave much faster than Jinx will, who has 2 long swords and a pickaxe. So keep an eye on that Caitlyn. Caitlyn does have the range over Jinx, so we're going to see that Caitlyn hopefully snowball her advantage.
Well. Small advantage, as we said. On
She just got out with her netting, getting her out safety, but looks like we are going to see that Rel re-engage. The knock-up on the Caitlyn. Oh, she's at 1 health. We got engages going all over. Caitlyn's going to pick up that kill. Onto that Nautilus. Urgot's going to take it down again. But Jinx managed to say, "Ooh, we had action at every part of the map except for mid, as usual."
Yeah, the mid nice and calm at the moment. Just Lucian farming up nicely. The Orianna doing her best to survive. And pushing to this bot lane. Gonna get the 3rd plating, maybe even the 4th.
Yeah,
maybe
we're
even
looking
the 5th,
at
I doubt it. But
nah, they're not going to be able to take the tower, but we're looking at a major power spike in that Caitlyn and that Rel in that bot lane. All the gold getting onto that Caitlyn, so we'll see what happens with that advantage. And then with the fact that Wukong, she might be going low, and we're not going to... This might be big, and that big shutdown from Nidalee.
that is significant as we go 4-4. Lucian going in on the Orianna. Big damage ult as well. The shield. It's going to be enough. Big engagement down in the bottom now. Caitlyn. Not able to really get in the fight, a little bit too far away, and the Jinx does stutter step her way to safety.
Now, I would keep an eye on the bot lane right now. We do have the Magnet Storm online for Rel right now, and we could see that engage come through if they get past their bush inside of bot lane to pull them back in, and we're possibly going to see a double kill from the Caitlyn there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. She's done so well so far, and the damage is rather serious. Jinx and Nautilus doing well to stem the bleeding, but they're not really making inroads themselves. Pushing in now is the Nort here with the Hecarim. Caitlyn already rooted, tries to shoot through, almost gets the Jinx, but it's not enough. Hecarim shuts her down, and It looks like we could see some more just off the mark. But that is a very, very crucial kill.
350 shutdown gold coming over to that Hecarim, giving him a little bit of a power spike here. He does now have 150 gold bounty on his head. So I'm looking towards to see what this Hecarim can do. Hecarim does not have his summoner spells right now. He does have his smite up, seeing that dragon will be up in the next minute. So let's see if they're going to be able to actually snowball this dragon. But it looks like looks like Cardinals are going to come through to contest that dragon. Actually, I got myself mixed up. Howard's going to come through to contest the dragons. I'm bad with colors.
That's okay. We all are. My eyes every year get a little bit worse and I lose more color vision. It's a sad state of affairs.
It's my eyes and then my knees. My check knee light is on right now.
Unfortunate. All right, Hecarim will be able to get the dragon, but the fight after's a little bit messier. Jinx is going to fall. Orianna trying to escape, and then Italy jumps over. Can't quite manage to hit the spear, though. Lucian not going to be able to get there either, but it's, I want to say, a good trade for Howard.
Yeah, we're going to see that Rift Herald comes out, and that big spear is going to land. They're going to get the
Italy in.
Straight out. And Italy just is taking over Hecarim's jungle right now. They have the vision down there and was able to secure that kill. Looks like we might be able to secure the tower. Nope. And we're going to see your first tower goal going to go over to Howard here.
Big ups, Howard.
The one thing I will say right now, seeing that that tower does have a single plate on it with a little bit of health, you're going to want to secure that now before tower plating ends, because that's an extra 200 gold that they are going to get for killing that tower before 14 minutes. So I recommend for them to actually split up and push down there. We may be seeing it engage in the bot lane.
Could be the case. Here comes the Hecarim jumping on the Caitlyn. The damage is there, though. And Hecarim falls. Orianna, surely not long for this one. Maybe not, though. We have the Wukong jumping in. Takes down the Caitlyn. Now Nidalee, the one that needs to do the damage, but it doesn't seem to be enough. And the spear goes through everything. What an unfortunate spear for Nidalee. They're trying now to get onto the Orianna, but Wukong, the savior right now for Cardinal.
That's going to be 3 big kills on the side of Cardinals, but we're going to see a bunch of tower plates get taken down by Howard right now. It looks like we're going to see that tower does survive until after 14 minutes, but Urgai got him some much-needed gold in the top lane. But still, that Wukong is going to be big with that ult and that knock-up and that CC.
A 9-9, but a 3k lead for Howard. But I don't know, there's something about this. I don't mind it for Cardinal. I feel like their Wukong is a very good character to have farm in this game. The Urgot really isn't going to have that much impact, and I think the Orianna, who makes up a large part of that gold deficit on account of the Lucian's minion kills, I think has proven all day long to still be able to find impact without the farm. So I think this is a more even game than the gold would even let us believe.
Oh, we just got that. Hecarim just got baited out by that. They had 0 vision and still went in on that. And it's going to be a nice top lane turret for Howard here.
Now they can push in the top lane if they want. You can see the defense already coming out. Nautilus, Jinx, and the mid laner Orianna coming over preemptively.
Oh, we're going to see Lucian probably engage on that Wukong. That's big damage. We see that Wukong is going to be able to get that damage back out to the Lucian. The Lucian, is going to be able to actually shoot the correct Wukong.
Yeah, that's significant.
An absolute five-headed play by Lucian there. Actually was able to pick out what Wukong was the correct one and saved his life. Oh, that goes your Nidalee.
Pushing in. Tower does fall low, but remains up for now. 5k the lead now, though, for Howard.
That's absolutely... look at those damages the spears are getting here from Nidalee. Getting so much value. We're going to see the Urgot is going to get taken down here, but looks like Howard's going to have an ability to re-engage.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can make of this. Here comes the Ralba, all alone at the moment, up against the Wukong. He's going to be able to put a serious amount of damage down alongside that Hecarim. Here's the Caitlyn finally contributing, but it may be too little too late. And now we see Cardinal on top of the Caitlyn with the Hecarim, but oh, the damage is there. Lucian as well. This is so deadly. Wukong manages to find her on the back line, though, and now Orianna buffing him up, going to be pushing forward, hunting down this Lucian, who I think is going to have more than enough in the way of mobility, but still, not a bad fight, and I think a slightly advantageous fight for Cardinal.
Yeah, this is 100% going to be a dragon, possibly over 2 Cardinals here. That was actually a big team fight win with that Wukong, but looks like they're actually not going to take their advantage and go for the dragon. Looks like we're going to see Howard actually come through, and they're going to start this dragon here with poking a little bit, using Lucian's W to get a little bit of vision behind dragon. But it looks like we're not going to see a contest from the side of Cardinals, and we're going to see one dragon going over to Howard.
There it is.
Oh, they let the dragon reset for a second. Ooh, that was almost bad. And it looks like we're going to see the Rift Herald get possibly traded out on the side of Cardinals. Yep, they were able to secure that. So the question is, where are they going to drop this Rift Herald? They have no tier 1 towers so far in this game, while Howard has 4. They have the tier 1s on all lanes plus the tier 2 inside of mid. So the question is, this Rift Herald needs to come up big and possibly give a little bit of gold back to the Cardinals. So let's see where they actually drop this Rift Herald. It's on Hecarim right now, so he's going to get that enhanced backs. So we need to get that Rift Herald out. And oh, it looks like they're going to go all in on this Nidalee, who's been caught out. Oh.
Nidalee will fall. Look at this damage from Caitlyn, though, to try and get something in return. Jinx will just about zone her out, though, so there is no vengeance today.
That was an excellent choice of fighting for the Cardinals. It was a great pick, and they managed to all escape with their lives. But it's going to give Howard a chance to push down mid lane just a little bit more, because half of them are going to be low, and they did burn a decent amount of ults. We only see 2 ults up on the side of Cardinals right now, which is that other important Wukong ult in the Jinx Mega Rocket.
Oh. Big damage coming out from this Wukong, but he's frozen in the back. No, actually, he's pushing forward. Will fall eventually. The Nautilus as well, though. Jinx trying to get away, but Caitlyn's on top of her. It's a double kill for the ADC on Howard. And oh, look at that.
Yeah, Caitlyn was out for blood. She might have possibly gone for more onto that Orianna if they had more presence in lane, but looks like we're probably going to see a tier 2 go down here on the side of the Cardinals. We're going to see another turret for Howard. That's going to be 5 turrets to none, and it's going to increase that gold lead to almost 7,000.
It's getting a little bit dire for Cardinal. 6K, 7K, sorry, the deficit.
So it's a possibility for the Cardinals to come back. They do still have that power play with that Rift Herald. So they can go ahead and push in on one of the lanes possibly. But we see that it's actually 3/4 of the way to actually being expired. So they have about 65 to 70 seconds to actually get that Rift Herald down into lane.
Caitlyn with an RFC up. The Lucian, I hadn't even noticed, 7-0 and 2, worth 700 gold at the moment. That's pretty special.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to possibly be pushing in for that Rift Herald on the top lane, but we see all of Howard's rotating up right now.
Okay, here's the Baron.
And this
It's
is
going to go pretty quickly.
Yeah, they are chunking us down very well. It looks like the Cardinals know they are going to be there. They're going to be able to secure the Baron. Now the question is, are we going to turn around and see a team fight here right now? And
oh, it might be the worst of all worlds, because they've not got the Baron. They've not slowed them down at all, and now they've walked into this. A terrible team fight right now for Cardinal. Wukong gone. And that is 4 champions down. Is it going to be 5?
Yeah, this is looking like possibly it's going to be the game. If they can secure it, and they do secure it, your Nidalee came up big with that spear. This is looking like it's going to be the game for Howard here. They have all 5 champions there, and they're going to take this Nexus tower, excuse me, this inhibitor tower, and they're possibly going to be taking that inhibitor and possibly 1 or 2 of the Nexus towers.
There we go. The inhibitor is down.
They're still going. They have the damage to actually grind down both of these Nexus towers. And we're going to see both of them. We're going to see one go down.
And this could be it for the tournament. Caitlyn's on a rampage. Lucian chimes in as well. 9-0 and 5. A flawless game from the mid laner. As the Nidalee will back away. There it is. Another arrow. And oh dear Lord. But Wukong. Oh, is he going to do it? Not quite. It's close. But it's not enough. Lucian remains flawless.
That was an amazing ending for